Asma'u came from a family of scholars whose aim was to spread knowledge. We have her works, but the works of her sisters and cousins remain unpublished, untranslated, and in jeopardy as the original manuscripts sit on shelves in the family home. Asma'u was a scholar, a poet, and a teacher. She used intellect and scholarship to create poetry. She used poetry to teach. She used teaching to inspire scholarship and poetry in others. We would all do well to follow her example. Asma'u's relationship to the world involved her constant recommendation of spirituality through the use of the intellect. And she was practical. Her poetic topics included outrage at political or military injustices, instruction in practical matters, histories of the Prophet Muhammad and of her own time. Asma'u's eulogies of both women and men never, ever mentioned an individual's worldly status, title, or power. Eulogies only spoke of an individual's ethical qualities, kindness, generosity, fairness. Asma'u's poems were composed in the language that suited the audience, in keeping with the Prophet Muhammad's advice that the teacher should teach to the level of the student. For example, her brief work on the Quran includes in just 60 lines the name of every one of the 114 chapters of the Quran. She wrote it in Fulfulde first, testing it out on her family, and then in Hausa, the language of the masses who needed most to learn about the Quran during the resocialization years after the wars. Long years later, she wrote it in Arabic, perhaps for her colleagues with whom she corresponded across the Maghreb, as far away as Fez, Morocco.